Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Emotionally destroyed. Erika Jayn reacts to Tom Girardi's prison sentence. The drama surrounding the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has taken a darker turn as Erika Jayn's former husband, once renowned attorney Tom Girardi, has been sentenced to more than 7 years in prison. The reality TV star, known for her bold persona and high-octane performances, is said to be devastated by the outcome, though she continues to distance herself from his criminal actions. Gerardi, 86, was a legal titan in Los Angeles before his fall from grace. After years of legal proceedings, he was found guilty by a jury in August 2024 of 4 counts of wire fraud, having stolen millions from clients, including widows, orphans, and burn victims. While Erika Jayn, 52, has never been criminally charged, she has found herself embroiled in the civil aftermath. The bankruptcy trustee for Girardi's now-defunct law firm is suing her for $24 million, money they allege he transferred to her over the years. She has repeatedly denied any knowledge of wrongdoing, insisting her only involvement was as a wife unaware of the depth of Girardi's financial deceit. Attorney Jayn Wilkes, who represents Jayn in an unrelated Florida case and was once close friends with Girardi, spoke candidly to the U.S. Sun about how the sentence has affected her. Erika spent many years with Tom. She is experiencing a wave of emotions, he said. I'm sure she's emotionally destroyed, but there's a part of her that's shut off and compartmentalized. If someone you loved and trusted, and everyone else told you to trust, broke every bit of trust you had in them and didn't even tell you, covered it up, how would you feel? Jayn filed for divorce in November 2020 after 21 years of marriage, citing irreconcilable differences. Since then, she has maintained her distance, claiming she is no longer in contact with Gerardi and expressing sadness over his decline. Gerardi was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease in March 2021 and placed under conservatorship that July. Despite the diagnosis, he was deemed competent to stand trial. Wilkes believes that while Gerardi may suffer from dementia, he was aware enough to understand his actions and the illegality of them. I don't think Erika has a particular opinion over whether he goes to a treatment center or prison. The court makes that decision, and she wasn't a part of this process, Wilkes said. He's been charged and sentenced to prison. That's what happens to people who do this. Am I happy about it? No. I'm not happy to see anyone suffer. But Tom was a prominent figure and he did some stupid stuff. He deserves to be punished for what he did. He didn't mince words about the severity of Girardi's crimes or the consequences. It looks like he did a lot for a long time. He lost everything. You have to deal with the consequences. The system is not perfect, but I'm sure he'll be in minimum security as he's no threat. But prison is still prison. You can't get up and go to the refrigerator. If he's aware of being punished for something he shouldn't do, then that's what prison is for. While Jayn and Gerardi never had children together, she has a son from a previous relationship, and he has adult children from earlier marriages. The public unraveling of Girardi's life has been especially poignant for Jayn, who reflected on his decline in health during a RHOBH after-show segment, calling it very sad. As the legal fallout continues, Erika Jayn remains a polarizing figure, defending herself publicly while trying to rebuild both her personal and professional life in the shadow of one of the most notorious legal scandals. Erika Jayn has never been one to shy away from the spotlight. Whether she's belting out dance anthems under the glitter of stage lights or tossing razor-sharp one-liners on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Erika has cultivated an image of strength, glamour, and unapologetic confidence. But behind the designer wardrobe and steely exterior, cracks are beginning to show. And this time, it's not a storyline, it's her life unraveling. Tom Girardi, once a towering legal titan in Los Angeles, was sentenced this week in connection to one of the most staggering legal scandals in recent memory. For decades, he was a symbol of success and power, known for his role in landmark cases and for being the man who won multi-million-dollar settlements for everyday people. But now, the courtroom legend has become the convicted criminal. And for Erika, the news felt like a hammer to her chest. "I'm emotionally destroyed," Erika told reporters outside her Beverly Hills home, her voice trembling under layers of red lipstick and stoic poise. "This isn't the kind of closure anyone dreams of. This is a nightmare I can't wake up from." She paused for a long moment, looking down as if searching for the right words, or maybe some scrap of understanding buried in the ruins of a marriage and a reputation scorched by betrayal. "There are no winners here," she added softly. Tom, 84, was sentenced to 16 years in federal prison after being found guilty of embezzling tens of millions of dollars from vulnerable clients, plane crash victims, widows, burn victims, people who trusted him to fight for justice and were instead robbed by the very man who promised to protect them. The courtroom, packed with media, former clients, and legal scholars, was silent as the judge delivered the verdict. But perhaps the loudest silence was the one echoing through Erika Jayn's mind. For years, Erika stood beside Tom, first as a devoted wife, then as a confused and hurt partner, and ultimately as a public figure forced to answer for crimes she says she didn't commit. The headlines were merciless. Housewife or hustler? Did Erika know? Glamour, guilt, and Gerardi. Through it all, Erika maintained her innocence even as Bravo cameras followed her every sigh, teeter, and scream. "I didn't know what was happening behind the scenes," she said, her voice firm despite the storm around her. "I was married, not a partner in his law firm." And yet, the court of public opinion rendered its verdict long before the judge did. Erika became a symbol of complicity, of extravagance, of willful ignorance. Her diamond-studded lifestyle was put under a microscope. Her $40,000 a month glam squad became punchlines and headlines. And the woman who once sang "It's expensive to be me" suddenly found herself drowning in legal fees, frozen assets, and online hate. Now, with Tom behind bars, Erika says the pain hasn't lessened. If anything, it's intensified. "I thought prison would feel like justice," she said. "But it doesn't. It feels like grief. I'm grieving the man I thought I married, the life I thought I had, and the person I thought I was." Indeed, Erika's identity has been shaken to its core. She speaks now not with bravado, but with the raw ache of someone who's watched her world collapse brick by brick. "I've had to rebuild everything, emotionally, financially, personally," she admitted. But how do you rebuild when you don't even know what was real? In recent months, Erika has leaned into therapy and spirituality. She's reportedly taken a step back from dating and performing, focusing instead on healing and trying to separate her identity from Tom's crimes. Her latest project, a tell-all memoir titled Painkiller in Lipstick, is set to be released later this year. Insiders say it's brutally honest, with entire chapters dedicated to the unraveling of her marriage and the psychological toll of public scrutiny. But for now, Erika says she's trying to stay afloat in an emotional tsunami. "There are days I still wake up and forget for a second. I think I'll see him reading the newspaper or calling someone to yell about politics," she says. "And then I remember, he's gone. And the truth is, he left me a long time before this." Despite the heartbreak, Erika is clear on one point. She wants the victims of Tom's crimes to find peace. "I know people are angry, and they should be," she said. "Those people deserved better. They deserve justice. I support them. I truly, deeply do." When asked if she plans to visit Tom in prison, Erika didn't hesitate. "No," she said simply. "That chapter is closed. Not because I hate him, but because I can't lose myself again." In many ways, Erika Jayn remains a contradiction, soft and sharp, vulnerable and armored. But beneath the gloss, there is a woman trying to claw her way out of a shadow she never asked to stand in.